What do you mean somebody's late? They're not late. They're just on Hawaiian time. We know that now, yeah? And also, aloha gang. Happy Monday. I hope you all are having an awesome day. I am actually a minute late. So, yeah, for me, that's late. And I may live in Hawaii, but I don't normally operate off of Hawaiian time. So, aloha, aloha. Hey, Christola. By the way, Christola, thanks for all your help today. Yes, I hear the dogs. Of course, I hear the dogs, and I do not know if I have Crisp up and working. Like, yeah, Crisp is working, so hopefully you guys don't hear the dogs. We will find out. So, anyhow, here we are. We've got a new week, work week. I hope everyone's Monday went well. I started looking around at cases this morning and actually got a case actually sent from me that I'm going to be doing some more follow up on before we cover. It's a runaway case that one of you in the community actually sent me, and I've sent a message to family because I wanted to see if I could get a little bit more information. Because definitely, like we say, you know what, runaway, anything, they matter, and we need to get the word out about these people. We need to try to get more people, okay, recognizing that they're out missing, people keeping an eye out and trying to support people when they run into these people out there. So, anyhow, oh, awesome, Chris. Sounds great. I see your message there. So, first of all, hello, Chris. And second of all, I'll take a look for that one for sure. So, let's do some quick hey there, hi there's from everyone. By the way, Perspective Reverence, thank you for that one earlier today. Yeah, we definitely do need to get the word out about her. Um, yeah, I'm really, yeah. Anytime you find out with a runaway, because we know so many different possibilities could be going on in this case. And this is another one of those. So I'm hoping, I'm really hoping I hear back from family. If not, we'll cover no matter what. I'll just do a poster or something like that with just what we do know about her. So, anyhow, let me say hi to some people before we start our. Actually, because I did not put the little post of the picture of our Corey, who we're going to be covering today, I'm going to go ahead and pull his information up because I don't want to miss a moment with his face being out there for everyone to see, even while I'm saying hi to people in chat. And also, I forgot to put the little picture that I always put up there in the corner. So, who else is here? Princess Megan was first with the reminder bell on. Hey, Princess Megan. And Kay Crochet is here. How you doing, my dear? I love seeing your messages whenever I come in and I'm checking out messages, and I love them. So, who else we got? Chris is there. Hey, addicted to art and crime. Welcome, my dear. Welcome, 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 my dear. Okay, I hope you are able to stay and kind of hear a little bit about the story and everything. It's really uh this is kind of scaring us. Okay, right now, Corey, I mean, he's been gone for a month now, a little over a month. Disappeared on his birthday. Um and more people need to get the word out. Okay, there's a couple media places catching on to it now, but we need to get it further. Because a lot of things happening within this. So anyhow, we will be getting into that. Who else is here in chat that I can? Of course, I said hello, hello, hello to Miss Christola. Jessica, how you doing, Jessica? And there is Miss Hope. How you doing, Hope? And I said hello to Miss Perspective Reverence, and thank you for sending me that other thing. Oh, we did get it. Okay, awesome. Oh, the news. Okay, yay. Let's see, who else? You're not working tonight. Oh, there's Jet's mom. Jets are playing, no comment. There you go, exactly. Hey, we're getting into the football time of year. What can I say? Okay, I can't compete with football. That's where yeah, that does not work. So, oh my gosh, here she goes is here. Hello, hello, hello. Here she goes. I am good, Kate. Okay, I am actually doing pretty good. I was not feeling good yesterday at all. I really was. I don't know if I was just exhausted or fighting a little bit of a cold or what, but definitely better now. Very much better. And I'm very happy about that. Oh, awesome, Christola. Okay. Dates, you mean as the missing date? Is that what you're saying right there, Christola? I have been able, they are showing different dates. However, I'm pretty sure the 7th is where we're going. And the main reason why, that's actually his birthday and all. So there may have been some other dates before that, but that's what the police, I don't know. We always get into it. Um, it's always interesting to see how dates work out, especially when people aren't reported missing as quickly as they should have been, which is this is the case. And yeah, missing the 4th, 7th was the sighting. Yeah. And there's definitely some potential issues going on here with information. And is the information correct or not? And we'll kind of get in with this. The one thing I can tell you in this case is Corey's mom and dad are, they're pounding the pavement. They're out there looking. We're going to share some of the TikToks today. There is a GoFundMe out to try to help get the money out because you guys know as well as I do. In the cases of these, when you've got a missing person, law enforcement is stretched as far as they can be stretched a lot of times. And you know what? They are limited as to what they can do a lot of times too. And also, it's very helpful when families, friends, and all, it's sad that they have to go to the step of helping by pulling in PIs or doing research or stuff like that, going out searching and things. But that's usually what ends up happening. And it's sad, but that's the way it goes. So for those of you who are live with me today, we're going to go over the story of Corey and what happened to him with his disappearance. For those of you who are watching this as part of the replay crew, please help us out by sharing this out as much as you can. The more we can share, the better off. Okay, because people out there know more about this case than they're saying. There's a lot more. There's someone or some people out there who have the information that will be able to help the police in figuring out where Corey is. We just have to find those people now. So, yeah, oh, sorry, doggy. Oh, sorry. One of my doggies got rolled over. Come here, Wrigley. Sorry, guys. Come on, Wrigley. One sec. Let me just check my puppy. He was behind me. You were too close to me behind there. Yeah. Sorry, baby. Sorry, guys. Babies take priority. He loves to get right behind my chair, and I rolled backwards, and he got me. Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Sorry. Okay, are you okay? Let mommy check your feet. Okay, I think you're okay. We're gonna stay right up here with mommy, though. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong, but you're gonna sit right here with mommy. Yep, you'll sit here right with mommy. Yeah. Oh, I hate that. Have you guys ever done that where all of a sudden you accidentally do something, your dog or your cat gets underfoot, and then, oh, I feel so bad. Okay. Well, mommy's got to, okay, yeah, you can chew that. You can have that. Okay. Your fur baby does the same thing. Perspective. I mean, my heart breaks when it happens. I mean, and that's why, guys, honestly, when you start doing advocacy for, okay, all of you guys are advocates for the missing. You're all out here for people who have their babies missing, potentially hurt. These are our animals. And my heart is literally breaking right now because I didn't know if I had hurt him or anything like that. Corey's family, their heart's breaking right now. Corey has a little boy who misses his daddy and wants to have his daddy home. Um, we need to bring him home. Okay, we need to get the information, okay, that the police can grab onto and run with. And also, the more we can share this stuff out, the better off. So, let me real quickly. He's not used to being up here with me. He's like, wait, this is Cassie's spot next to me. So let me bring Cassie up because Cassie's getting jealous. And so anyhow, Corey. Corey Daniely, also known as Crumb Dread. Let me actually pull this down so you can see the whole thing right now. Corey went missing a little over a month ago. Okay, we're just at about the month mark. Corey is a musician. Corey, I'm going to play some of his music for you guys in a few minutes, and actually at the end of the live. So stay through to the end because his music is just, it gave me a smile. I was smiling listening to this one thing that I'm going to play later. And yes, I hear you, little dogs. Um, he went missing, like I said, about a month ago. He's from Santa Rosa, California. Where he went missing is a different area of California. It's Kerman. Kerman is an area that he does not know. He was over there with friends, things like that, and but it's not a hangout area for him. Okay, very little understanding of there. And he was last seen on August 7th by two men. Now, these men, the names that we have for them are Zach Styles, Styhls, and a Dylan. Now, why are these important? Well, these are the last two people to have seen him first. Second of all, they're the ones who had access to his phone and a number of other things that we're going to hear more about as the time goes on. Um, at first, they were looking, okay, I think the police, honestly, at the beginning, were thinking that this was kind of like what we have happen all the time with runaways. People kind of, it's like, okay, it's someone over a certain age. They probably walked off on their own, whatever the reason is. We've heard them all. But at some point, they made the decision that Corey had gone missing under suspicious circumstances. And at that point, a number of things happened, including a search warrant for the house that he supposedly was at on hit before he disappeared. And he is, as I said, a musician. He's got a little boy. You can see the picture there. You guys know how I feel. I don't like to share pictures out of children without, okay, I just, something, but he's an adorable kiddo. If you guys go to Facebook, if you join the Facebook group, his son is absolutely adorable. He's almost 2 years old. Okay. And that just kills me to know this little 2-year-old boy doesn't have his dad around right now. And all. Um, and yeah, Cristola, you got a point. They tend to just label missing people in those ways, and that's it. And that's listen to the family, trust the family. We say this over and over. Trust what the family is telling you. A family knows the truth of what the person is like, who they are, what is normal for responses, what is not normal for responses, things like that. And so basically, what happened was around the 7th. Now, this is part of the thing where Cristola, you might be right. Okay, right around the 4th was the last time he was with family and friends or whatever. But sometime right around that day, he was dropped off at a home in Kerman, California. And this is the home where this Dylan and Zach Styles were. Let me pull this up to give you an idea of the area we're talking about. Let me also give the dogs treats to shut them up. So, this is for those of you guys who know California. Bingo, here's California. Now, as I mentioned, okay, Corey was from Santa Rosa. So, okay, Corey is from Santa Rosa, California, which is closer towards the Bay Area, if I recall. And he is not used, okay, this is not an area of California he has ever really been at or things like that. But he had gone over there. Give you guys an idea, guys. This is out in farmland. This is as rural gets. As we go in here and you guys start seeing this, the blue right here is the corner of the two streets that we're told about. Okay, we were told that he was dropped off at a home near South Bishop and West Annandale Avenues in Kerman. Here we go, right here. Now, couple things I can tell you right now. This is wide open. I mean, it's kind of scary when you have areas this wide open to begin with, okay, and you're not used to this. We're going to kind of talk about it. The last time he was seen is August 7th at 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Okay, we're talking height of the middle of the night. At 3 a.m., he and the guy Dylan that I've mentioned his name a couple times, had an altercation. Okay, they had an argument, they had words with each other, and according to Zach Styles and Dylan, Corey, also known as Crumb Dread, that's his stage name and all that, because he has very long dreads. And so at that time, according to the two men, okay, Corey got up and left. He just walked. He didn't take anything with him. He left his clothes, his luggage, his telephone with Zach Styles, and he just walked at 3 a.m. Now, you guys know how I feel about assumptions and all that. You know what? Assumptions can go in all different directions and all. We've got to be open to all different assumptions. He could have honestly walked at that point. Maybe his emotions were so high, he's like, oh my God, I need to calm down and all that. So I'm gonna go and okay, take a little 5-10 minute walk and then I'll come back and things will be better. That's possible. There's also some other options there. Okay, guys. And the more you look at this, the more I'll be honest. I think there's some heavy speculation that there could be some very, very real truths about. And I know the family feel from looking at TikTok and that speculation is, I think, where a lot of stuff goes. I try to keep the speculation out of this just because of cases. I want police to be able to pull a case together without problems and stuff like that. But you know what? Sometimes speculation is real also, and we got to be open to that. So anyhow, if you go back into here, so I'm not sure if this is the actual house area. They said somewhere near this area here. Well, that's really honestly, there's a house over this way. There's a couple houses in this, but guys, 3 a.m. walking in the middle of the night. Okay, it's not safe, first of all. Okay, someone wrote on one of the areas that I looked that you could run into issues where you've got people and their guard dogs, for example, and stuff like that. And so there's a lot of potentials out there with this. Christola, thank you for sharing Corey's mother's TikTok. She's got an amazing TikTok there with a really, I mean, her heart. Um, it's hard going through. I can't even picture what this must be like for them. And she's trying to keep that positive focus and keep things focused on her son and all. And we are going to kind of look at some video that she did at one point during this today. And but this gives you an idea of what we're looking at. It's really Kerman is here. So I mean, here, let's just do this real quick. From that location to Kerman as the crow flies, which of course that's not what's going to happen here. You're talking, oops, wait, not meters. I need miles, not meters. Okay, almost 3 miles. And that's as the crow flies. That's not going through streets and all. And anyone who's ever tried to walk through farmland like this, if this is corn or stuff like that, you're going to get lost quickly if you try to walk through all that. And so definitely 3 a.m. wearing. Okay, and let me pull this back. I want to make sure that we keep him up on screen as much as possible. Actually, let me pull here so we have a few things here. At 3 a.m., what he was wearing, what he was last seen wearing was red sweatpants, sneakers, and no shirt. So there's definitely, I mean, just walking. Yes, it is summer. Okay. It's hot outside. Thank you, Crystal. I love you, my dear. It's hot out there, but at night, especially if you're going through these areas, there's no way if he was walking out to walk away Okay, it was for a long time, especially exactly K crochet. By the way, Kay, should I call you Kay or crochet or sorry? I keep meaning to ask you and I keep forgetting to ask. And but exactly without his phone. Who nowadays walks off without their phone, guys? Especially in an area that you don't know the local area about. Okay, later on, we're going to talk a little bit about this, but okay, this guy Zach was like, "Oh yeah, he was hitchhiking his way back to the Bay Area." What? Actually, it should be working. Why is it not? It is working. Let me check. What did you put in? Oh, try member. Cristola just plain join exclamation join. Sorry, my dear. And also, in fact, here, I'll type it in for you real quickly so you have it. And sorry, guys, helping out my my awesome mods. And you guys are the bomb. And but anyhow, yeah, no one is going to go doing anything. Whichever one is good. Okay. Well, let me know. Let me know because I like to call people whatever they choose. Also, um, so couple things here. Things started developing. Okay, according to these two guys, he walked off at 3 a.m. after he and one of the guys had a fight. Okay, first red flag in my eyes. Whether it's a flag about them or not, it's just a red flag. Okay, emotions were high, no matter what. That we can agree with, yeah. Um, what he was wearing, not bringing clothes, things like that. Another thing. Now, families started getting worried on the day of the 7th. Now, this happened at 3 a.m., according to the two of them. Okay, he left at 3 a.m. on the 7th. Now, if you may have heard me say earlier, the 7th was his birthday. That was his 33rd birthday. He's 33 years old now. And now think about it. When you have a birthday, what's the first thing you do for your loved ones on their birthday? You send them a text message if you're not around. You call, you send text messages, all that. And that's what his family did. That's what his mom did. She sent him a message, and on the 7th, no responses at all. Not only that, he did not read the message. If you guys know Apple, for example, I can usually tell when certain people, like my mom, when she reads messages that I've sent because it goes from received to read. This one did not show read whatsoever. And that was the start of the alerts for the family. Okay, again, he has a nearly 2-year old. Okay, he's close to his family. He talks with his family. There's a lot of things for him to be like, okay, he contacts them for all these things, and none of that contact was going on. Okay, now what happened next? Hey, Kelly, welcome, 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 Kelly. Hope you're having a good Monday. And what happened next was on August 8th, the next day, the day after his birthday, this Zach Styles, okay, one of the two guys who was there, posted the message that you're seeing right up there in the corner there to Corey's Facebook. Now, what did it say? This is Zach Styles, and I'm reaching out to see if anyone has heard from Corey yesterday or today. I have his phone and his belongings. Please let me know. Now, why did he have his phone? Well, according to him, okay, when Corey left after the fight and left his phone, left his clothes, left his luggage, and just walked off with a pair of sweatpants and sneakers, and that was it. And so his thought was, oh, 24 hours later, I guess I'll go post something to my friend's phone since he had access to his phone. I guess probably no passcode or anything like that. But I'll go in there and I'll post to the Facebook and then I'll get all his friends. Okay, which makes sense. That's probably what I would have done. in a situation like that. Again, you guys know me. I try not to go too much down assumption routes, even though I will be honest, I've got some gut feelings on this. Um, he posted. And at this point now people are starting to recognize it something's going on. Families like, oh, whoa, wait. Why is this other person posting to this? And they end up okay posting sending a report into the police saying our loved one is missing. And um the police got involved, start looking into it. They talk with people, all that other stuff. That they're feeling everything was clear, I think, initially. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure exactly how much the talking was at that point. I haven't been able to really look into that. However, one comment I did come across was interesting. There was a comment made that the phone, the clothes, his belongings, and all those other things were turned into police. If I've got this correct, okay, this was just one comment, so I don't have this totally correct. Um, but they were turned in about a week late, over a week later in a different town. So you've got two issues there. Okay, think about it. If you've got someone that is missing now, and I think if you're worried enough to post something, hey, Red Rock, love you, my dear, love ya. If you are worried enough to use someone's phone to say, hey, has anyone seen this person? And you'd be calling the police right away, in my eyes. Hey, guy, I need to report my friend left his phone here last night. Can you please okay, I think they're missing. I can't track them down, things like all that stuff. And I'd be turning the phone in so you could track things down. You can go through and look at for other things where there messages left, things like that. Maybe I just think in a different way. And however, this phone and all his belongings were not turned in until over a week later. That's when finally people started, okay, he got reported missing and stuff like that. And I'll be honest, yeah, and see, that's it. I don't think we're talking a runaway case in this. No, I don't. This is just me, my assumptions, guys. Complete assumption. And from hearing from people that knew him, that kiddo, he adored. He adores that child. You don't just leave that child. He is very, very into his music and stuff like that. And he actually has missed concerts and gigs. He had a gig scheduled for August 11th. And this is when family was like, oh, hell yeah, we've got a major problem here. Because he had this gig scheduled for August 11th, just a couple days later. And he did not show up for the gig. He didn't call his bandmates to say anything about it. So definitely red flags, big time red flags at that point. I think over time, as more and more has come together, I think the police themselves have also come to realize that there are definitely suspicious circumstances. They themselves are now saying that he has disappeared under suspicious circumstances. Chris, the town is called Kerman. It is actually, here we go. Let me pull it back up here. Okay, Kerman is right in this area here that I'm circling right now. Okay, and to give you a better idea of where it lands, there's San Francisco. Okay, San Jose. So due east pretty much of San Jose. Something doesn't, yeah, something doesn't add up. And guys, you know what? In my eyes, people know stuff that they can answer. He's still there. We need to find him. We need to find him. His family needs to know where he is. And if he, okay, bring him home to them. Okay, that's one of the things I'm trying to verify exactly because I think from what I'm understanding, and if I get more clarification, I have been trying to send messages to his mom, and I've gotten okay, real sweet. Like I said earlier, I mean her TikTok, the heart that she shows is truly there. Um, I could try to ask for a little clarification on the actual was the fourth a false date, or is that the last time someone other than these two guys saw him? Um, I'm not sure about that. I do know the police are doing a lot more trying to find out things at this point. So, um, so you got reported sighting, yeah, and the reporting sighting on the 7th is the reported sighting from these two guys. Supposedly, he had a fight with one of them and then he left, and that was the last time he was officially seen, according to the way everything goes. Um, so as I mentioned, Zach, okay, one of these two guys have said that they've claimed that Corey may have hitchhiked back to the Bay Area. I'll be honest with you, family does not feel this is true. Okay. I myself have questions on why would someone be hitchhiking back to the Bay Area and leave their phone, leave clothes. I mean, just even during the summer, you're going to want to have something to keep yourself from burning. Okay, that sun gets hot. And so yeah, there's a lot of concerns with that. Um Jessica, I don't know. I'm not hearing anything bad or anything like that. But I do not know. I do not know. There is, I will let you know, there is a group. Crystal has been sharing it out. That is a Facebook group for discussing. They've been really, really, it's fairly new, it looks like. And they're starting to kind of discuss things, get the word out, because that's number one, guys. You guys know what this is like. We have to get the word out. Okay, people may have heard things. If he did hitchhike, okay, people would have seen him. Someone out there would have seen him walking. And that's why we do that. Okay, if he is out there, he can hear and see and recognize people are concerned about him. And in the same way that, say, in a runaway case, it is done. And there was a search warrant issued for that house. Um, I haven't heard anything that has come out of that search warrant. I do think that the police may finally be at this point like something, yeah, the suspicious side. We've got to really take a good close look at that. So they did do the search warrant. In addition, police, Tony Body, who is the Fresno County Sheriff's Office spokesman, I guess, I'm not sure, but he works with them. Quote, in this past month, we've sent search and rescue teams out there. We put deputies and volunteers, jeeps, drones. We've checked ponding basins, canals all throughout that area, about a 6 or 7 mile radius. And we've come up empty looking for Corey. Okay. The more empty things are, the more we need to do on getting the word out. Okay. Letting more and more people see what's going on out there. Okay. Um, Try to figure out what's going on and who may have seen anything. Okay, having the phone, things like that is definitely, okay, I'm not sure if the police have been starting to go through the phone, look at the phone, figure out, okay, where it had been before that, stuff like that. Um, Now, as for other things, there is, and I am going to mention this real quickly. I did verify with his family that the GoFundMe is a GoFundMe that is real. It's something they've put together because, first of all, mom is not actually, hey JP, mom is not in that area anymore, and she has to fly in to go check things out. And that's what she's okay. As mom, you go there because you need to find, you have that connection with your child. Okay. Any of you moms out there, even your dads out there, you know that connection you have with your child. And she herself actually flew out to this area recently. And let me actually do this and share something new. So she went out, and like I said, Crystal has been sharing the TikTok. If any of you guys, okay, want to go follow her, help support the family that way, wonderful. When you're going through this, prayers are powerful, gang. They are so powerful. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. So this is her TikTok page. Okay, Mrs. Harris, the heiress, or the heiress. And she's been going through here, just posting updates, answering questions, everything that she could think of to keep, okay, her son in the focus. Yes, JP, this is the musician. This is the musician that is also known as Crumb Dread, and there's some music of his, okay, that we're going to play at the end of this too. Good night, Kelly. Sweet dreams, my dear, and sleep tight. Love you, my dear. Okay, so I'm going to play this while we talk a little bit. So she went out to the area I was just showing you guys over on Google Earth. This is the area he went missing in. And she walked through the area. Please go over there. Okay, listen to her thoughts as she's talking with him. Because I do that too. Okay, whether it be family I've lost or family I'm not physically close to. Like, I don't know if any of you guys do that, but I used to do that all the time when I lived on Kauai and my family was here. I'd find myself talking to them at times because I felt close to them that way. And sometimes I think they could feel that energy back and forth. And also, mom went over there and started looking in the area to get a better idea of the location, see if she could come up with any thoughts on it. Oh, awesome. Here she goes. Thank you. And by the way, hello, hello, hello. Um, she had mentioned that I was just talking to my son Corey in the atmosphere, letting him know that mama's here. I love you, and I'm never going to leave you. I promised you from birth that I would protect you. I'm proud of you, and I'm in your corner, and that will not stop. I will not stop until I either find you or I find out what happened to you. Okay, and this is where she is, just walking around. Okay, you do too, perspective reverence. You do the same. Yeah, I do it a lot of times, and whether the person's still with us or not. And also, you talk to your parents all the time. I feel them with me. I bake bread with my mama's memory today. It makes me feel, yeah, exactly. Um, it's really just, yeah, knowing there. But as you're looking through this, one of the things this is showing is just how can you picture it? 3 a.m. Okay, 3 a.m. It's dark. I don't know what the moon was like on that night. I don't know what phase it was in, how bright it was, whether it was dark, whether, well, of course it was dark, whether it was like a full moon and a little bit more light or new moon and nothing. I don't know what the weather was like or anything like that. But this area, it's just wilderness. It's wilderness. There's not a lot going on in this area. Um, it's just as she goes around. Let me see if I can pull this. Sorry, I changed over my windows. Oh, of course I do that. Let me there. Ah, there we go. Now I can hit it. Let me see if I get.
Corey.
Um, I do not know anything.
Me and Corey against the world. Mama's
Uh,
here.
let me pause for a second. JP asked, any foul play involved or announced? Nothing announced at this point. And I'm not sure if these two gentlemen are actually part of the music world or not. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if there is something that happened there. And that's what we're hoping. Okay, that's why we share this stuff so we can get people who might know something to speak up. And no matter what's going on, it's getting the word out. And this just 5 minutes as she walked around. Look at those flowers. The flowers are just
Mama's
absolute.
here, baby. Mama here. You know how much I love you? But
I
you all
just
right now.
picture that night, 3 a.m. What happened around that time? Did he actually go out walking? Did
You are
something else
all
happen?
right now.
One thing's for sure, it was way out there. It's not like there were a lot of other people around. I understand, JP,
I know they did
definitely.
something to you, old dumb bastards. But they gonna get what's coming for them. Here's a footprint.
My heart goes out to his mom, though, having to go out there and do these things. Be there for her little boy and speak up for her little boy so that we can get law enforcement following up on stuff, finding the answers. The answers are there somewhere. No matter what that answer is, the answer is out there somewhere. We just have to find what it is. And right now, there's not a lot of people out there who are sharing his story. And it's kind of like when you get runaways or things like that, you just don't have a lot of people out there sharing stuff. Okay.
You expect me to believe my boy was out here? He probably was, but y'all did something to him.
And you could tell from listening, they have their feeling, but there's always hope.
Y'all did something to him.
And there's always hope. That was one conversation I saw happening at one point, was that there is always hope. And that's what we talk about all this time. Um, she is such a amazing, you can feel the strength in her. You can feel that mama bear strength. You can feel there. Um, but guys, we can help with getting that word out more. We can share the story. We can go out. I've got posters for him, both size posters. We can go out there and do that. If you feel like you're able to donate, donate to the fundraiser. Here, let me pull this one up for a second so we can, I actually to show you what the fundraise it's about. I did verify with them that this is actually through the family themselves. Okay, but they're going in here. Okay, costs. Okay, what are the money going to? Okay, and as you guys know, I normally don't share GoFundMe's unless I can connect them, okay, directly to family members that say, yes, this is their GoFundMe to help with finding their loved one. At this time, it's appealing to everyone to donate any amount they could. Right now, they have a lot of extra search charges. Okay, mom's having to fly out there. That's not cheap for those of you who deal with flights. Okay, so family are traveling back and forth to California until they're found. They're going to speak up until they can find him. They're going to keep going back there until they can find him. There's going to be costs for a private investigator. Because as we said, police are working. Yes, police are working, but police are limited in the amount of time they have, the amount of what's going on. Okay, there's a lot of different things that go on at a play, and having a PI does truly help. Okay, so all those things that they can help with, setting up posters, doing potential, okay, searches. Okay, because unfortunately, we know the searches through official means are usually limited. And also, giving them right here, Corey's mother was emailed paper yesterday from the California sheriff's giving them authorization to do a DNA extraction and dental identification should our worst fears come true. So please, guys, add them into your prayers. Please add them into your prayers. Because I'll be honest, These are nightmares. But the even worse nightmare is the not knowing and the support that at least we can do by helping to share the story out. Now, what I do want to do, I did mention to you that the thing that really pushed everything overboard, and they were like, okay, yeah, something is definitely wrong. Okay, is when he did not show up for a gig. That sorry, I was checking my text messages. Um, he had a gigs set up in Ukiah, I think it's pronounced, in California on August 11th. However, August 11th came and his band had not heard from him. There was nothing. He didn't show up. He didn't call and say, sorry, I'm not going to make it today or anything like that. That was what pushed it beyond there. Here she goes. It's hard also to call for help from family if they haven't memorized it. Everyone's so used to being stored. That's a good point, actually. I can tell where you're going here, she goes on that. Yeah, a lot of us don't know the phone. I'll be honest, I don't know my brother's phone number by heart. I know my mom's number because it was mine at one time and we switched phones. But my brother's number, I don't know it. And it's because I just hit his name on my favorites and that's it. So yeah, that's true. That's actually a really good point. Really good point. And yes, Chris and JP definitely okay, there's a definitely some potentials as was there something connected to illicit substance? We don't know. I haven't heard either way on that. Hopefully that's something police can look at and all. But no matter what, he needs to be found. We need to find out where he is. Sorry, I'm just checking out. I wasn't paying attention to y'all over in chat, and I want to make sure I'm following up. And thank you, Crystal. Yeah, here's our information on him and all. So, want to real quickly let me pull up. So, like I said, he was supposed to be playing music with his bandmates, and he did not show up. Okay, the band is now trying so hard to find him. They're trying to post things like here, just showing people who he is, because we all know the more someone becomes relatable, the more we all see that person and who they are, the more people push that story, the more that story gets shared out further. So I did want to share with this. Okay. I mean, especially when I started playing this when I was like, this is a very talented young man. And and also
Yeah, but I wanna know what real freedom feels like. Who wants to know what real freedom feels like? I wanna know what real freedom feels like. Lest I lose my soul. Come on now, I gotta know what real freedom feels like. Who wants to know what real
I
freedom
absolutely
feels like?
love
I
this.
wanna
As I
know
was
what real
listening to it,
freedom
I was
feels like.
just
Lest I lose my soul. Lose my soul. Lose
so
my
yeah, this
soul.
is we've got JP and
No, no, no.
okay.
Yeah,
We've got
but I
JP
wanna
right
know
there
what
right now. Let me stop that right now so I can actually not interrupt him as I'm talking. JP knows what it's like when you're a musician. Okay, your music is your life, and missing something like that, that would be a huge red flag. His baby is not even 2 years old, little one. Okay, don't see his little cute face there because I put the heart over it, but you can see the smile. Okay, it's that proud papa smile, guys. That proud papa smile is right there. Yet he is not connecting with his little boy. Okay, he had his birthday. His mom sending messages out about happy birthday. Nothing, nothing whatsoever. And so, guys, please help us. Just share his story. Share his story. Okay, the more we can share this poster or share this one and just get the word out for people. And also that we can actually hopefully bring him home, get questions answered, And so just as let me see, sorry, I'm trying to follow live plays. Yeah, you can always, JP, always. Um, so Corey Daniely was last seen on August 7th. Okay, that's the date we're being told that he was last seen. However, again, it was with two people, one of which was had an altercation with. In Kerman, California. 33 years old, 5'9" tall, and 180 pounds. He has, as you can see, long black dreadlocks. Now, actually, those pictures I chose do not show that, which is not good. I should have put a different picture there. And but it was actually due to those long, okay, dreadlocks that he was known as Crumb Dread. That was a name he went by. Will do, Cristola. Love you, my dear. Love you. Thank you for everything, my dear. You're the bomb. He was last seen wearing red sweatpants, Nike shoes, and no shirt. He does have a couple of tattoos. I have not seen any pictures of that. However, he does have a couple tattoos around his back shoulder area. One of those tattoos is of a lion. So something for being able to identify him with. If you've seen him, especially guys, he did not have a shirt on. So if he was walking around, people would have seen. If he was walking down the road and someone was driving down that road, you would have seen those tattoos. Okay. He is from Santa Rosa. He is not from Kerman. He's not familiar with Kerm or anything on those levels. Now, if anyone has any information whatsoever, they could contact the Fresno County Sheriff's Office at 559-600-3111. I've got the case number right there. People, call 911 too. You don't have to worry about jotting down a phone number. You'll be able to connect people. But the important thing is we need to get information to law enforcement so they can follow up on that at this point. So thank you guys so much that have been hanging out in chat. Yeah, there's a lot of thoughts behind this case. There are definitely a lot of thoughts, Chris. A hell of a lot of thoughts. And that's what the police are going to have to work through. I'm hoping, and it does sound like there's been some movement forward. I'm hoping that continues and that answers can be found. Because yeah, exactly. No one just vanishes. No one just vanishes. They're there somewhere. Exactly, JP. And they're there somewhere. And please take a second if you can go, okay, support the family. Okay, GoFundMe. Okay, support over following her on TikTok. Okay. And let's get the word out about him, gang. Love y'all tons and tons and tons. I'm gonna go check on the puppy now and make sure that I didn't hurt him any more than I was. The fact he's not over here clinging to me, I think he's fine. So, but I will talk to all of y'all later. Aloha, guys. Mahalo. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye bye.